getting started with Seesaw, you go to app.seesaw.me and you'll get a login page like this, and you can log in as I'm a teacher. I have my own login, the same as logging in just with a regular Google account. If you click on your Google account, pick your teacher account, because that'll mean it can link up with the school subscription, which we have. And if you're not on that, please let me know. You come to the Seesaw page, where on this side you can see the journal of what the students are and what they've done. Again, I currently only have Sebastian and Sienna, my own children, in here because I haven't put my list of kids in for this class. You got activities, inbox, and skills. Now, if you click on your name, you will also see your class. If you don't have a classmate, obviously your first thing would be to create a new class, say the grade level, etc. Once you have that, you'll be able to add students in once you have your class list. Now, if you want to add an activity, you go to add and assign activity. Now, I have a lot of activities already made that are in my library, and so those are just there for me. But if you want to search like what is around in the Seesaw library, go to community, and then, for example, here are a number of different activities that I can assign. For example, I might want to assign popular all about me, and I can just hit assign and tell which students I want, and it'll be assigned. You can also kind of go through and see what they have in the activity, like how would you draw a picture of yourself. So that's how you could add an activity that someone else has already created. Those are fun to look for if you just really need something at the time. I do recommend more creating kind of your own activities. If you see right here, I've started creating choice boards so that the kids, after they've had a lesson with me in Zoom, they'll be able to go in and either do Prodigy, which is a math game, Raz Kids, or Flipgrid, and I'm going to have videos showing how to do each one of those as well. But if you want to create your own activity, you hit add and assign activity, and then you can hit create activity. And you might want to say, all right, this suggests that I write it as writer's workshop. Sure. And I say, please write today a narrative about what you did this morning. You might want to add those voice instructions. And if you click on here, you can record it. Please write a narrative today about what you did this morning. That way, for your students who have a harder time reading, they might be able to click on this to see the instructions. You can add multimedia instructions, or an example, you might videotape yourself doing the assignment and upload that here. That's really helpful thing to do. And then, of course, at the end, you want to add how are the students giving this to you? Are they doing it as a photo? Do they need to add a photo? Do they need to add a video or a drawing? The one I use the most is drawing. That's where I created this choice board. You can write on here, and they could write or type. You could say, type your answer here. And you can make these different sizes. And then you add a box for them to maybe type. So there's the typing box, and it's ready for them. Just as another little example of things, you also have a number of tools down here. If they wanted to say today, it's harder to write with these pencils, but it is a nice way for them maybe to draw or to practice. Definitely recommend in Seesaw that they're getting a chance to practice with these tools, and we'll put out more information about how they're going to practice with these tools. They could also draw a picture of themselves. But then you add this on, so obviously I would need to take all those things out if I'm going to leave this for the kids to be able to write on. And I just check that to add it on. Now you can kind of see, if you save that, it pops up with whatever picture you've put and your directions, and kind of get a chance to see the little things that you can do with assigning assignments in Seesaw. Now you have to assign those to all the students. You assign to the full class. And that's the beginning of Seesaw. And then here you'll see that students can add a response. Which student is going to add that response? They do that when they see it from their perspective.